Prior to Colleen being hired 3 years ago, the organization completed approximately 5 to 8 homes per year on National Rebuilding Day only. In the past year, the organization completed 71 homes and expanded the scope of depth of work from painting and curb appeal to new roofs, electrical, plumbing, energy efficiency, age-in-place modifications, and the removal of lead and mold. Volunteers jumped from several hundred to over 5,000, participating in projects year-round. Since the opening of the first office in 2009 with a staff of only 2, the organization has been growing to include offices on Main and State Street, and a staff increase to 7 in the past year alone. Additionally, the number of board members has gone from 10 to 16, and the number of organizations volunteering and donating has swelled from about a dozen to well over 100. With the help of a Heroes at Home grant from Sears in the spring of 2010, the team completed extensive work both inside and out on a transitional home for 12 homeless military veterans. In that same year, they completed playground improvements and the Dr. Seuss's character mural for the non-profit organization Square One. Spring of 2011 brought the completion of a drop-in center for the Mason Square Veterans Outreach Center that serves 700 military veterans and their families throughout the Pioneer Valley. The construction of the North End Learning and Literacy Center for WGBY Channel 57 at the Garena Community Center and School was completed in the spring of 2012, bringing services to thousands in the Latino community. Fall of 2011 held the event Funnel Your Energy for Rebuilding Together, modeling after the Nationals Office rebuilding efforts along the Gulf Coast. Rebuilding Together in Springfield, with the help of 1,000 volunteers, reconstructed 25 homes in 5 days. On Rebuilding Day 2011, the most influential members of the community donated their time to the effort, including the mayor, the lieutenant governor of Massachusetts, U.S. Senator Scott Brown, U.S. Senator John Kerry's staff, and U.S. Congressman Neal, along with many other state senators, representatives, and council members. Every August, the Back to School event gives hundreds of students from 6 local colleges and universities a chance to do their part in helping the community.
Rebuilding Together, le acaban de pintar mi casa, el basement, la fundación, los balcones. Estoy muy satisfecha con el trabajo que han hecho. Realmente quiero agradecer de corazón del alma todo el trabajo que han hecho por mi casa. Gracias.
Media coverage, print, and sponsorship is done locally by ABC, NBC, CBS affiliates, and public radio. National coverage by the Weather Channel, Wall Street Journal, Christian Science Monitor, radio by Clear Channel, and Cumulus.
Our reality this week in Springfield is we were invited to participate by the affiliate because Colleen was able to mobilize such a tremendous outpouring of volunteer interest, of corporate engagement, and of political support to assist these families who were affected by the tornado, that I think she deserves a round of applause.
I want to thank you all, thank Rebuilding Together for doing their work and making a difference, so thank you.
Colleen, thank you to Ethel Griffin and Rebuilding Together and making a bigger, better, stronger Springfield.
How you doing? First of all, I want to thank Rebuilding Together and New England Patriots for coming out here and helping out my hometown. This is...
Colleen, we have a governor's citation that I'd like to present to you. On behalf of the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we're pleased to confer upon your organization this governor's citation in recognition of your efforts to rehabilitate homes and facilitate the grassroots efforts in the city of Springfield.
Rebuilding Together Springfield is a phenomenal organization because it brings together everyone and it fills a gap.
That sense of spiritual triumph that Rebuilding Together highlights is a great challenge to all of us.
I get a kick out of them because not only are they concerned about people who can't afford to get their homes fixed, but they always have some encouraging words to say to you also. Just get around a little bit better and make sure I got some, you know, the little things, bars that you don't think you might need in the house that you may have to grab on. The normal things that a house should have, so my house can be happy again.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to be here today, but actually very humbled to be working shoulder to shoulder with all of the volunteers here in the community and to help rebuild. TD Bank has brought over 100 volunteers over the next few days. But I have to tell you, that pales in comparison to the work that Colleen has done to really harness this group here today of volunteers. And I know it was a yeoman's task to pull this off. And you and your team are clearly the unsung heroes with this. And my hat goes off to you, Colleen. Amazing job.